The Tamer. I believe my cause to be just, without anger at those who disagree. The art of the matter. A strong, brave figure reaches down to touch a swan, a very large bird, legendary for being as fierce and dangerous as it is beautiful. The human's wings symbolize the feeling of oneness with the swan and all creatures that is the hallmark of the tamer, a human being kind, considerate, and dedicated to calming the fears of all beings so that they will not lash out because of their natural self-protective instincts. The swan alone, and without her cygnets, who have flown to a different body of water and appear on the top border surrounding the image. Her beak is raised as if ready to bite or strike, symbolizing how we are all on the defensive when we feel alone and confronted by forces larger than ourselves, especially when they appear to us as armed and threatening. But on closer examination, the tamer is not grasping a weapon, but a strong reed to remain steady, secure, and less frightening to the swan, whose past encounters with humans have not been pleasant ones. A third set of wings on this card crowns its border, these extended wings beckoning the two cygnets to come under them and be warm and protected. It is a reminder that all beings need to feel safe if we are to move forward as a species. The tamer's mission is to help every one of us to remember that we work against our own best interests when we allow our egos to run our lives, imagining that we are at the center of the universe and allow ourselves to be lazy and give in to our desire to forcefully push away everything and everyone who makes us feel insecure, threatened, or inadequate. There is so much beauty in the world, but it becomes invisible when we allow our emotions to overwhelm our good sense. The arrows of unchecked anger flying toward the heart at the bottom of this card image cannot pierce the defensive shield of love and forgiveness surrounding it unless we allow that shield to wither and die. The tamer can help us keep our sense of proportion and a higher perspective, just as fear as the destroyer anger can only make us unwell and unprepared to successfully deal with what has made us angry. When tempers flare, nothing useful gets accomplished. Our intuition becomes disconnected from our consciousness, which has been flooded by righteous indignation. We become ignorant when we ignore the truth of what is happening, which is that people think themselves justified in allowing their feelings to overcome their good judgment. Most anger arises in us when we feel deprived in some way. This jealousy can easily go from slow burn to raging fire if we add to feeling deprived, also feeling that we have made a mistake, been caught in a lie, or otherwise disappointed ourselves and the people we care about. The best way to guard against allowing ourselves childish outbursts is to remember that the child within us still lives and can act out if we let it. We can believe that we are in the right without having to shout or intimidate or puff ourselves up like a frightened porcupine. The tamer is a reminder to tame ourselves before we start acting like a wounded animal, the most dangerous kind of animal there is. Sending much love to everyone.